Hey! Hey! Whoa! Whoa! You don't...
Yeah, that's some cold shit.
Ow!
You still didn't get I'm gonna break your fucking camera. You realize that?
Get out of here!
Touch me one more time. See what happens to your fucking camera, dog.
Well, here we go, friends. We up and running. Chop 2, Electric Woo Flu, round 2. I'm not quite sure what we're going to be calling this one, but here it is. Despite all of the assurances from the Portland mayor, Ted Cuck Wheeler, that there will not be. They're like totally for super ethereal, everybody. I know I was just reelected as Portland mayor over here, and I'm going to take a strong arm against all of this lawlessness, and there will not be another autonomous zone up in this area. They have done it. Somehow, these illiterate meth heads from Antifa, these complete drug addicts with daddy issues, were able to overpower the Portland municipality, my friends, and they've got up and running another CHOP autonomous zone. And sure enough, if you didn't see the other video where like, how long will it take for someone to be murdered up in this place? How long will it take all of these tolerant Antifa and BLM tards to kill a black person? Well, they didn't quite kill a black person yet, but within 24 hours, they beat up some news anchor chick. Some news chick went down there. I think it was a mainstream media press. Maybe it was local news. She went down there. They assaulted her and chased her out. They're like, fuck you, bitch. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. We are like super duper tolerant, and we're wearing our pussy hat, our black block pussy hats while we chase out the whammons out there. And of course, they're denigrating her. It's funny. These people are all shithead LARPers. But now, it is up and running. They got anchor bolts, boys. Oh no, watch out! They got scraps of wood and empty barrels and plywood. And they got a little bit of chain link, some spare chain link fencing, and they've nailed it to the asphalt. So now they have their barricades up and running, and the autonomous zone is a go. They're right on track for committing crimes and attacking normies, trying to document this incredible situation. But on top of all of this, instead of the police rolling in there taking care of business, instead of anybody standing up for the poor individuals who are being held hostage by these meth addicts, and again, if you haven't seen this, guys, they've taken over an entire neighborhood. There are people who live on this block. There are little kids who are like, what the fuck is going on out there? Why are there two dudes having sex in the middle of the street while smoking black tar heroin? Hey, don't ask any questions, you bigot! These people are like, holy shit, help us, help us. And the police are like, nah, we good. Nah. No, we've completely cucked out over here. The entire police department has been completely undermined by George Soros and Democrats. And so we're actually going to institute a no-go zone. You can't institute a no-go zone in this area. It's literally a neighborhood where people fucking are trying to live. It's insane. Take a look at this, guys. We're over here at the Gateway Pundit. Portland Autonomous Zone established despite mayor's vow. Police chief begs for peace as weapons stockpiled and assaults already taking place. It appears as though Antifa and their affiliated terrorist organizations have successfully established a Portland Autonomous Zone in the blocks around the now famous Red House after running off police and sheriffs who had a judge's order to evict a family from their foreclosed home on Tuesday morning. Hundreds of protesters have now shown up to hold the area. They've set up fortified barricades, have established checkpoints at entrances. This is despite the Vichy mayor, Ted Wheeler, vowing to not allow an autonomous zone and authorizing police to use whatever tools necessary to prevent such from happening. Well, that last part's actually not true. See, the mayor did come out and he said, hey, I'm the new law in town. I know I look like I have AIDS, but I carry a big stick. Oh, you don't idiot. He said, I'm not going to allow these idiots to continue terrorizing this neighborhood. I'm going to unleash the law officers upon them. But what he didn't tell everybody out loud was, hey, cops by the way, you're not allowed to use your nightstick, you're not allowed to use a stun gun, you ain't allowed to defend yourself, you can't use tear gas, you can't use anything. You just gotta go in there and ask all of these meth addicts, pretty please put your weapons down. And by the way, the police aren't allowed to arrest any of these people throwing bricks in their direction, assaulting them, attacking them, trying to stab them, throwing condoms full of fecal matter and AIDS bodily fluids in their direction. None of those people will ever be arrested by the Portland DA. And so these cops who have been completely handcuffed by this mayor were told, go in there, dismantle them, using I don't know, pretty words or something like this. Absolutely insane. Of course, that's not going to work. Of course, these meth addicts aren't going to just, oh, okay, all right. Well, they've asked us nicely, so we're gonna pull all this down. No. It invigorates them. These lefties out there. It gets them all hopped up. It's like that cot that those idiots use in Somalia. This entire place looks like Somalia, by the way. This entire area looks like a war zone. These poor individuals that are subject to the mental illness of this area that has now been inundated by all of these leftards. This entire thing is a mess, and the police department is like, screw it. This is just a no-go zone. This is an established no-go zone. Here's the tweet from the Portland Police Department. This is the area affected by an occupation in the Humboldt neighborhood. Streets are barricaded and there are reports of aggressive behavior by people involved. If at all possible, please avoid the area. Those with homes and businesses here, please use caution. Fuck that. Fuck that. This is a complete rebuke of sanity in this area by this Portland Police Department, by the people who run the Portland Police Department, by this mayor, by the city council, by everybody involved in fucking Oregon at this point. And to those homeowners out there, it's only a matter of time before one of them loses their shit. It's only a matter of time before a kid gets raped in this area. Have you seen the amount of kid fuckers in Antifa? These are all mentally ill people. It is a matter of time before one of these homeowners starts blasting these shitheads. And ain't nobody on our side going to lose any sleep over this situation. And everybody who's responsible for this, it's the mayor, it's the police department, it's all of you idiots on the left over here. You're going to be responsible for this. And it's only a matter of time before this ticks off. But here you go. This is why we need the SCOTUS to listen to Texas and the 21 other states who have filed an amicus brief against these leftards who've stolen this election. Because if Joe Biden is allowed to steal this election, your neighborhood's going to look like this. Every place is going to look like this because this is what the Chi Coms want. This is what the lefties want. This is the end result of globalization. These meth heads are the ones who are supposed to keep the rest of us in line. So they'll occupy your neighborhood and you won't be allowed to defend yourself. They'll use everything against us if we allow these people to usurp our country. But holy shit. Instead of fixing this, roll in there heavy. I could fix this in about 20 minutes. I'd be like, give me a fucking backhoe and some cops with guns, and we're going to go clean this up in 20 minutes. We're going to steamroll these idiots, and if you get out of line, we're going to break your fucking teeth out, and we're going to take this fucking neighborhood back, and we're going to arrest you shit. We're going to arrest the district attorney. We're going to arrest the attorney general. We're going to arrest all you meth heads, and we're going to throw you in federal, pound you in the ass prison. And this shit would stop immediately. It's very easy to fix. They don't want it to be fixed. This is actually what they want. This is what all of these lefties want. They want every place to look like this. So get out there and throw support for Texas and all the places fighting against Joe Biden and the steal. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching the video. Support Jeff. You'll be kept up to date on Antifa taking over neighborhoods and being allowed to do so. Hit that subscribe button and make way because the salt must flow.